Shalom, shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodesh, as well as a double honors upon the apostles and elders of GMS, Great Millstone, whom I've learned this truth under. This is a quick hit, Lord willing, be edifying about Esau. The scriptures referring to this man Esau being the so-called WHITE man, and we know he's really not white. Okay, he's not the color of milk, the color of a cloud. He's really red. Okay, he's pinkish in complexion. But as well as the scriptures refer to this man being a vagabond, he uses all these tactics to divert attention from his true identity. Okay, because all his history of bloodshed. Okay, but in the last days, I believe it is Second Thessalonians speaks on the man of sin being revealed. Okay, and the scriptures clearly say this man rules like a degenerate bastard little evil child. He's not fit for rulership. Okay, he's the basis of all men, and him being in rulership, you can see the clear signs. Look at the state that the earth is in. It's just mass confusion, death. Everything's dying under this man's watch. Okay, and we know pursuant to Job 9 verse 24 that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Well, who's the wicked? Malachi 1 verse 4 refers to Esau, Edom as the border of wickedness. Okay, as well as Habakkuk, the second chapter verse 4 says there's no uprightness within him, so he don't know how to do good. And there's another scripture that refers to if he does good, it'll be really for an evil reason, and at the end he'll reveal his wickedness. Okay, that's why it was astonishing to see our people line up and go take that jump shot back in 2020, 2021, when this man has a clear history, a consistent history of jacking people up, especially in particular our people, the Israelites. Okay, so let's just get to it. And it reminded me of that quote from the comedian Chris Rock. He was talking about, so-called white people. He said, if white people's losing, who's winning? Okay, because it's clear as day that this man is running the earth. He's running the world. This is his kingdom. It's you heathen nations. It's your last turn to run. Okay, let's get to this. This is Ecclesiastes 10. We'll start at verse 16. Woe to thee, woe meaning destruction. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child. Let's pull up his pink face. This man is a child, man. He's like a bad kid running the sandbox. You're not my friend anymore. You can't play on my swing. And the elder Malcolm speaks on that. On Americans would have so many more benefits, but they took that away just to jack up Jake, so Jake wouldn't be able to get that. Okay, continuing, we'll restart. Ecclesiastes 16 through 17. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season, for strength and not for drunkenness. Okay, and verse 18, you see this in a lot of these cities. By much slothfulness the building decayeth, and through idleness of the hands the house droppeth through. You see all this urban decay in these cities in Babylon the Great America. Well, this man sends all this money over to fight some wars, over to Ukraine, over to Israel, okay, to promote more death and violence, when he could use them resources, he could use that energy to fix up his own damn cities. But once again, they're, going back to Habakkuk 2 verse 4, there's no uprightness within him. He don't know how to do good. All right, that's why this man, his time at the top is clearly ending, and he's about to come down with great wrath, going to matching up with Revelation 12 verse 12. Another scripture on this man, the scriptures referring to this man as a child. Isaiah 3 verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. And we can see that with this man's wicked ass feminism system that he implemented. Okay, it wasn't Moab, the so-called Chinese, that implemented a system of feminism. It wasn't Ishmael, so-called Arabs. It wasn't Elam, so-called Indians. It wasn't Ham, the Africans, that implemented a system where the woman has ability to usurp authority over the man. It was Esau. He done did that here in America, did that in Rome, done did that in Greece. This man is out of his mind, and he's not fit to rule the earth in any type of way. This is an example of what happens, for the Israelites in particular. The Lord is teaching us a great lesson of wickedness. He's showing us the true wicked, okay, which is Esau, Edom, and we can't wait to see this man fall. Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. And we can clearly see the people here in America are messed up, man. Jacked up in the mind, spiritually, psychologically, on all types of prescription pills, all unhealthy, all these doctrines and philosophies, and the Fruit Loop mob and all this. This is the wine. It says, the nations are drunken of this man's wine, his philosophies, and they become mad. They become crazy. As well as, wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, Esau, his wickedness has spread everywhere. That's why the Lord is about to hit this planet up with plagues. Ecclesiasticus 14 verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. And the scriptures also refer to that spirit being the spirit of a niggard. There's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. This man, here it is. He's got the whole earth in the palm of his hands, and he still wants more. He's not pleased with all the goods he done took within blood, within wickedness, within evil, okay, within war by way of his sword. That's why, we gonna get this. Going back to Sirach, the 10th chapter, the Lord is going to righteously remove all that from him. Because, what's the scripture? He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable, you Edomites, in wealth, how much more in poverty? Okay, and you've been completely dishonorable with your time at the top. So just imagine when you lose that. Because Esau, you take away this man's wealth that he stole in his sword, which he's allowed to implement fear, because people are scared of it, or used to be scared of this man's sword. He's got nothing, man. Nobody wants to be like Esau. He just has all the wealth, so these nations follow him. But once the Lord snatches that away from him, the nations are gonna truly see this man for the base man he really is. As the scriptures refer to, they shall look upon him narrowly. I believe that's Isaiah the 14th chapter. Let me double check that. Shall narrowly look upon him. Is this the man? Let me check that. Yep, Isaiah 14 verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Okay, and he was able to do that with his great sword, his blessing. But he's about to lose that, okay? Just like he was, the way he established his kingdoms is exactly how he's going out. Okay, Galatians 6 verse 7, that what a man reaped, that's what he's going to sow. He didn't sow nothing but bloodshed and wickedness through his sword, and that's exactly how his ass is going out, through this third woe. World War III, thermonuclear missiles is going to hit his city, his capital city, Babylon the Great, America, and he'll never be in rulership after this. Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 4, the power of the earth is given in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And that's starting with Yahushai. Okay, skip down to verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And that physician is Yahushai. Okay, and it says, why is earth and ashes proud? In Habakkuk, the next verse I mentioned, 2 verse 5, it mentions him as being a proud man, and he transgresseth by wine his philosophies. And he doesn't spread that to the rest of these nations. Okay, so they all looking crazy and mad and sick in the mind, just like this man is. But he's that long disease that's destroying the whole earth. And Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai is getting ready to take this man out. We can clearly see all the signs that this man's kingdom is coming to an end. And we are sincerely rejoicing at that, because this man got to be stopped. Okay, he's running the whole earth into the ground under his watch, under his rulership. He's not fit to rule, because once again, the spirit of this video is he's a child. And we, a true nobles, the Israelites, starting with the elect, Lord willing, we be of that number, is gonna rebirth, rejuvenate the earth. Okay, the earth is gonna be run under the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, because it's clearly not. This man is adverse to anything righteous, and we can see the fruits of that. Okay, I hope this was edifying. Shalom.